They told you to pray. They asked you to clap your hands and pray, right? But they never told you the secret, how to show gratitude for what you already have. And that is where the problem is. They told you and they asked you to ask and it shall be given, right? They told you that you ask, it shall be given unto you. But they never explained to you why you keep asking, your mother kept asking, your father kept asking, you yourself, you started asking, keep asking, and up till now, you've not received nothing. This is because you did not show gratitude for the little things you already have. What you already have is someone else's prayer topic. What you disregard, someone else is desperately wishing for that thing. This is why you have been wishing for something for all this while and nothing is happening. You don't see no manifestations. Not because you are not worthy, but simply because you were never truly grateful for what you already had. Look around you. What do you see? That very thing you disregard, someone is desperately and deeply praying for that. The room you are in now, the one you do not respect, someone is on their knees, begging for that day they will have this. Haven't you noticed that since the moment you received the first one, it could be a car, it could be a new relationship, a new home, new business, new job, nothing else has improved since that. Why? Because you never showed gratitude for it. This is one of the most powerful weapons a divine being can ever use. But they hid it from you. They swept it under the carpet because they knew the moment you master gratitude, you remember who you are. And when you remember, you rise. So today, I am going to take you through the weapon of gratitude. How you can use this ancient tool to thrive, to shift your reality and manifest abundance. Now pay attention. Gratitude is not just a feeling. Like you see, when you are there and then you are waiting for something to happen to you or something good happens and then you are grateful and you are singing in church. No, listen. Gratitude is a frequency, a vibrational key that aligns you with source. What does that mean? It is generated from you. When you use gratitude, it activates your brain so that your brain works with you. And what happens when it happens like that? It heals your body, strengthens your spirit, and attracts more blessings into your life. That is what happens when you use gratitude. You don't need to wait for miracles. Start with gratitude and watch how everything shifts. Look at this. Yeshua, and we are going to go into that. He used gratitude to open the doors of miracle. He didn't wait for the results first. He gave thanks for what he had. And guess what happened? The universe responded. I am going to show you that very soon. Let's go into it. Now, I am about to take you through the spiritual side of gratitude. What happens when you show gratitude? Number one, vibrational alignment. As a spiritual being, gratitude raises your vibration. It aligns you with the frequency of abundance. Let me explain to you. You see, when you are there and you don't see anything, nothing really new is happening around your life, and you start using the weapon of gratitude for even the TV you have in your room. Are you aware that the TV you have, someone is looking for that exact TV? The TV you have that you are seeing, that line that is appearing in the left side that you are angry about, you wish you could just throw it away. You wish you want another one. The other one will not come because this TV you are looking at that you are not paying attention to, or you are not seeing the need to be thankful for, the person is deeply praying for that. So now when you use the weapon of gratitude, it aligns you with the frequency of abundance. And I will go into that very soon. Let me just tell you this before I even continue. 2, gratitude helps you to be magnetic to manifestations. What do I mean by that? For example, there was this guy that used to work for me. He's a welder. You know, those who use they create with this metals and stuff. I was looking for a TV stand. I remember very well. But when I checked online, I couldn't get the exact one I wanted. I couldn't get it. And I had no choice than to create it myself. And so, those who don't know, I pick pen and paper and I draw exactly what I want. So I finished drawing it and I took it to him and I asked him, can you do it for me? He said, yes, I can do it. And then I went with him because of the quality of the materials I want. Normally, I buy my materials myself. I asked you, charge me workmanship. What do you want? How much will be okay for you? Don't tell me you want to go and buy the materials for me and go and buy nonsense and come and use it for me. I buy my materials myself. So I went with him and I bought thick metals, you know, so that I can hang big TVs on it. Guess what? Before I came to him for him to do it for me, I had already checked the prices for it. Some were 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. But I couldn't even get some to even buy. So I had to create exactly the one I want, how I want it. Guess what? He went with me, we bought everything. And then he came and he and his guys, they started working on it. I went, came back, I saw that they were still working. And me, when you are working on something for me, especially if it's something that is coming from my mind and I do it for you, I want to supervise it. So I was going and coming. The third time I came, he was done. And when he finally finished everything, I asked him, how much is it? And then he gave me the price. Now, when he gave me the price, how much he's charging for the workmanship, I said, okay. And I sent him exactly ×2 of what he asked. Because what he asked for, when I compare it, even when I add the price, I bought the materials, when I went with him, how much I bought the materials, and I added to what he's even charging, it's not even close to the price I saw online, which was not even giving me exactly what I wanted. So what I did was that I gave him ×2 of what he asked. Guess what? When I sent the money, and I want you to pay attention to this, please. When I sent the money to him, he saw the money and was like, oh, boss, please, oh, you've done a mistake, oh. I said, no, it's not a mistake. Take it. Then this guy burst out, started crying. He started crying. A grown man started crying, just started crying out of the bed. I said, hey, sir, what is the problem? He said, you don't know what you have done. I said, okay, what have I done? He said, sir, you didn't even ask for reduction. You even gave me more. And then he started telling me a rich man that is down there, he went to work with his guys, these guys, he went there to work. And then after hours of working, he charged the man a small amount of money, and the man was still asking for reduction. Up to now, the man has not paid the full amount, and this man looks like a rich man. I said, there is a difference between a rich man and a generous person. You don't have to be rich to be generous. Now, when I saw the way he was showing gratitude, I said, me, I'll show you. I went on my phone again, and then I sent him The same amount I sent him earlier on that made him cry, I sent him again. And that was where I finished him. Now, what actually happened here? The guy used gratitude as a magnet to pull more from me. Do you think I thought I was going to give him that amount of money? I knew he wasn't going to charge any amount of money. I mean, because everything is just my idea. Everything is my idea. I drew everything, give the precision, the length. That's what I do. I almost have everything. I almost have every machine in my home. I drew everything on paper, and I'm good in that. I did everything, added the measurement. So his is to just cut it and join. But when he showed gratitude, I gave him ×2 again of what he had already received. So I am telling you that gratitude acts as a magnet for more. It acts as a magnet. When you show appreciation for what you already have, your signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more is at its peak. The very moment you show appreciation for that chair in your home that you do not respect, I'm talking to you right now. Somebody has been alive for 24 hours, 72 hours, haven't eaten. You eat and you complain about the food you are eating. I'm not saying eat food, foolish food, when the food is not nice by force. Me, if it's not nice, even if you are President Muhammad that cooked the food, I will not eat it. It's not by force. So you better know how to cook. It's not by force to eat something that is not nice. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you not appreciating what you already have, yet you keep crying for more. When you use the weapon of gratitude, it becomes a magnet. This is a spiritual law. What you focus on, it expands. By showing gratitude, what you are saying is that I am ready to receive even more than this. Number 3, gratitude strengthens your connection with Source. When I say Source, don't get it confused, don't get twisted. I don't want to use God. God is just a title, like how you say Mr. or Mrs. or this. God. I don't want to use God because the presence I'm describing is too big to be given a name like God. Go and do your research. You notice that God, the name God is actually even funny. When you find out how the name God came into existence, I am talking about the source of everything. The same power, energy, current that is in the sun, the same current in the sea, the same current in the universe, the same current in the trees, the same current is the same thing you are connected to. But what strengthens that connection between you and the true you, I'm talking about the avatar you, this body, and the true you, is gratitude. Gratitude connects you direct to your divine essence. It is an acknowledgement of the blessing that came from Source. And when you show gratitude, you deepen the relationship. You see, many of you do not know that gratitude is actually a vault that opens like an infinite relationship between you and your higher self. You have no idea. Come to think of it. The rain that is making you cool in your bed, that is making you feel like, oh my God, but I wish my boyfriend is here, or I wish my girlfriend is here, and then that rain that is putting you in that mood, that same rain is causing inconvenience for someone. It's causing inconvenience. What gratitude does is that it strengthens your relationship with the universe. Spiritual guides, your higher consciousness. Gratitude is the only language of the soul. And when you operate in gratitude, it aligns you with your divine purpose. And you see, it's amazing that all these truths are now coming to surface, where now you know very well what to do. When you want increase, you know what to do. Number 4, living in the present moment. Gratitude. Practicing gratitude, it anchors you in the present moment. And you see, the present moment is the best place you really want to be, because that is where all your power is. There is no past, there is no future. Time is not linear. It is not past, present, future. Time is stacked on. Those who navigate through time and bend realities are those, and bend reality are those who know how to use the weapon of gratitude. Because the very moment you start becoming grateful, your brain releases its own chemicals. And I'm going to explain that when I get to the scientific side soon. Gratitude anchors you in the present moment. You see, the reason, one of the reasons why your manifestation is taking long is because you are in the day and night. Meanwhile, you are supposed to be in the present moment. In the present moment, there is nothing like day and night. I know. You understand later. The more you journey, I respect your journey. The more you journey, the more you are waking, you understand. Now, as an awakened being, living in the now is one of the most profound ways to experience your spiritual essence. And gratitude, it helps you to stay in the present moment. Now listen, it frees you from worries of the past and the future. You notice that when you are in the past, you are thinking about something you didn't do, something you did that you wish you had not done. Is that not what happens? Now, when you start thinking like that, what happens? It's like you are pressing the button of worry. And that's what happened. Now, you come to the future. Hey, my rent is about to be due in the next 3 months. How am I going to pay? That's what is happening. Hey, this thing, will I get a job? Now, you are moving into the future. And this is what the system wants you to stay in the past, future, then you are lost. What they are afraid of is the present moment. And gratitude is one of the biggest key, the biggest vault that opens that present moment. Gratitude helps you to stay in the present moment, frees you from worries, and it allows you to truly experience the beauty of life as it unfolds. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I want us to come to the scientific importance of gratitude. Number 1, brain activation. Gratitude literally activates the brain's reward center. And this, it is scientifically proven, so you can do your research. When you practice gratitude, it lights up areas in your brain associated with happiness and pleasure. That is what happens whenever you are there and then you are like, oh my God, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for everything I have, my car, my TVs, my microwaves, my phone, the iPhone I use, the cameras I have. You start showing gratitude. The very moment you start doing that, it lights up areas in your brain that is associated with happiness and pleasure. Do you get what I'm talking to you about? And this means that every time you feel thankful, you are not just emotionally connecting with the moment, you are giving your brain a natural boost of dopamine and serotonin. Isn't that amazing? If you are able to let your brain release dopamine and serotonin, if you are able to do that on default on your own, you are untouchable. And gratitude is able to open that. Do you get what I'm talking to you about? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Let's go to the next one. The second scientific importance of gratitude is that it reduces stress. Studies have shown that gratitude helps lower cortisol. This is the stress hormone in your body. You know that, right? This means that practicing gratitude, you are calming your nervous system down, right? Reducing stress and promoting a sense of peace. Think about it. So if gratitude can just help you reduce stress by just feeling grateful for what you already have. How did the depression come in? How did the anxiety come in? Because gratitude is like a natural healing balm for the soul, easing tension and anxiety. Isn't that beautiful? Now, number 3, increased resilience. Regularly practicing gratitude increases your emotional resilience. And it helps you face challenges with a more positive outlook. Because you see, the truth of the matter is that there is no issue that comes with a default outcome. What do I mean by that? You notice that your boss called you and said, did you see the document? There is a document that is missing, and that is what we need to make payments. And everybody, like, we are looking for it. Did you find it? When your boss called you, you see that your heart skipped when you found out that the document was missing. But why did your heart skip? This is because you yourself in your mind, you have given an end result outcome to what has happened. But there is no default outcome to whatever issue that happens. Whatever happens, your interpretation for what is happening is what creates the timeline for it. Now, so the more you practice gratitude, it increases your resilience. You don't get it, right? It increases your emotional resilience, and it helps you face challenges with more positive outlook. Because if you are grateful for whatever you have already, when something happens, you are definitely going to use that same attitude to look at it. And the very moment you look at a situation with an attitude of gratitude, you know you're already done. You know you're already done. You see, this strengthens your emotional intelligence and equips you to handle life's challenges with a grounded spirit. 4, it improves your health. People who practice gratitude. Now I'm talking about the steady scientific side of it, all right? I've gone into the, I'm talking about the scientific side of it. People who practice gratitude regularly report better sleep. They sleep well. If you like, put it to test from today. When you are there, just practice gratitude. You'll notice that your sleep patterns will begin to change. Even the way you sleep. You notice that sometimes you sleep, you wake up and you are tired. You are tired. After sleeping, there is a problem. It improves your immune function. Like, it helps you. Your overall betterment, or the overall betterment of your physical health. This is because gratitude, it reduces stress, which is a major contributor to many chronic health problems. Think about it. Many sicknesses you are seeing, it's coming from stress. And gratitude literally has a healing power over the body. Now, I'm going to talk to you about how Jesus, Yeshua, used gratitude. Once upon a time, Jesus was talking to the multitude whilst he was preaching to them. Like I'm talking to you. And he noticed that they were hungry. And he asked the disciples, blah, blah, blah. The disciples will send them away to the city because look at them, they are too much. We can't even feed them. Even if we want to use the whole, it's not possible. That Jesus said, tell them to sit down, get them something to eat. Why was he so confident? Now he asked for 5 loaves of bread. He asked for bread. He asked for what do they have? And then they brought bread, 5 of them. And then 2 fish. You would have complained. Because when you look at the over 5,000 people and what you have received, you would have gotten angry. You would have said, oh, it's not possible, right? But you see, all what Jesus needed was something that was already there. What do you have right now that you are not paying attention to be grateful about? You are going to stay there for a very long time. You see, yours is to notice what you have. Because when you notice what you have, you can give thanks, show gratitude, and that is where the increase comes. So when he got the bread and the fish, he didn't say, oh my God, nah, I think we need more. We need more. Look at the people. There are too many. Please, hello, where will we get food to buy? He didn't have that much money to buy food for all of them. What did he do? Yeshua knew the secret of gratitude, and he used it to perform the miracle there. When he faced the challenge of feeding the multitude, he didn't panic over the lack of resources. He showed gratitude for what he had, and that unlocked the power of multiplication. When Yeshua asked, what do we have? Someone brought him that. When he took it, he looked at it and showed gratitude. Now notice what he did. Because the guy knows that, this thing, they work. After he showed gratitude, he started sharing it. He didn't wait to see whether the thing will increase. He started sharing. He started taking the move after showing gratitude. What are you looking for in your life? What if the vehicle you need to get you that thing you are looking for is the gratitude you've kept in your mouth because you are refusing to count the good things in your life? And many of you, the reason why you are not able to show gratitude is because you are always comparing your life to other people, and that is the most dumbest thing you can ever do to yourself. Because you see, everybody is on their journey. Everybody is on a separate journey. People are continuing their karma. People are coming to fix things. People are coming to correct things. And you are comparing yourself to someone who might have already worked in past life and continuing here. You are trying to race with the person. You are dumb. Something is wrong with you. And this is one of the major reasons why you are not showing gratitude for what you already are and what you have. Isn't that beautiful? Yeshua saw that. He didn't say this is not enough. He gave thanks for the small thing he had. And then a miracle happened. Now, what is the lesson we are seeing here? Yeshua showed gratitude for the small things. Knowing that by doing so, he was acknowledging the abundance in the present moment. See, gratitude was the key that unlocked the miracle. Now, I have handed you my scars, engraved not as wounds, but as a map back to yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm talking to you about, these are not things I have learned from books. These are my personal walking in my awakening journey. These are my scars that I'm handing over back to you as your map. Now you have seen the truth. And yes, ye shall know the truth. And the truth you know shall make you free. Now that you know what gratitude truly does, live life from that well. Move with that force. It's not just a practice, it is a portal. It is a divine technology. And one day, you will look back and say, I am forever grateful to the one who reminded me of this path. This is where I end this transmission. You know my name, Mr. LC.